Hello guys, welcome to Fishing for Sanity. You join me again trying to go for a few bass. I'm down at Cow Gap, well nearly Cow Gap, I'm halfway there. So you can see Eastbourne in the distance behind me. As you can see just down there we've got Holywell. Holywell is called that because when Eastbourne was first founded there is a natural spring and it was called the Holy Well. Over the period of time that name has changed and evolved and it is now called Holywell. There is still a natural spring there, but anyway, let's crack on, try and get some fishing done. So, as most of you probably know, especially locals, we're very close to Beachy Head, and unfortunately, because of the height of the cliffs, lots of people decide to end their lives here. It's tragic really, the amount of people that go over. So you can see behind me, there's some wreckage of a car, because also people do, or used to, drive over. I know they have built up a bank to try and stop this, because obviously it makes it a lot more difficult for the Coast Guard or anyone else to try and recover any body. So yeah, pretty grisly, but unfortunately that's what it's like. Honda. As you can see, it's low tide down here, so the danger of fishing this mark is you've got to keep an eye on the tide as it comes around you. I'm going to be fishing out on those rocks there, because that's the most likely place for bass to intercept prey. So let's see how we get on. So I don't know if you can see, probably not, but literally just out there is a seal bobbing up and down. They're getting more and more common now off the coast here, especially down towards the harbour. But no, he's disappeared now. Oh no, he's popped up again. So here we are. You can see the dangers of fishing out on a mark like this. So behind me, just over here, you can see there's a gully running in. And so yeah, fishing out here, we really have to keep an eye on the tide coming in so we don't get cut off. But it's an ideal point for fishing for bass. Plenty of places to ambush prey. So what's the time now? It's just gone low tide, so the tide's going to start turning and it will start flooding. Now's the time we've got to keep an eye on the tide flooding in on us. And you can see Beachy Head Lighthouse in the distance there. I don't know where that seal's gone. He was bobbing around out here a minute ago. He's disappeared. Let's get back to it. Well, that's sod's law in it, so I've just hooked into a bass. As I was going to try and turn the camera on, it threw the hook. So let's mount it on my chest and keep the camera rolling. So I also changed lure, and it was on this Saxton E, which was a lure that I actually found on Glime Reach about a month and a half ago. So that was what hooked it. Okay, so you can see behind me, this gully's starting to fill up now. So I'm going to have a couple more casts and then I'm going to have to start thinking about moving. Shame I didn't get that fish on camera. Still, oh, look at all those cormorants. Loads. Oh, they look like cormorants, or they could even be geese. Could be geese. Yeah, probably geese. Right, I'm going to make this my last cast out here before we move. The gully behind me starting to fill up pretty fast now, so I don't want to get cut off out here. Okay, so you can see the gully's really filling up here now, so hence why now's the time to move. So what we'll do is we'll work our way down this way and fish this part of what's like a reef here. And then what we'll do is we'll retreat that way as the tide comes in with it. That way we shouldn't get cut off. As you can see, there's a bit of a ledge there. So let's have a few casts here. Let's put the net down. Let's fold it out just in case there's that unlikely event that I might catch a fish. Okay, so this gully here is now starting to fill, so we're not going to chance it, otherwise it's going to be stepping stones. Right, now we're up here, we're a bit safer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to this sort of like little pool area. Maybe give that a go. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fish there very well because the wind's in my face. By the time I cast the lure out, it ain't going to reach very far. So we'll head down this way. So more wreckage of cars here. Tiny wheels, so it must be a mini or something like that. Oh look, and there's another one over here with a track rod. Oh dear. So you can also see here all the layers in the sedimentary rock, years and years of formation. It's actually a really good place to come and find fossils around here. So let's just have a quick scout over and see if we can find anything. So you can see something in here. Not quite sure what that is. So you can see there, that swirl looks like it could be like a worn ammonite. So yeah, there's quite a few bits down there. I might have to come back and have a look. Okay folks, well I did hook into one. Unfortunately I didn't get it on camera, and as it jumped out it shed the hook. It looked like quite a nice fish actually. Unfortunately at that mark you only get sort of like maximum sort of like half-hour decent fishing before the tide starts to come in and then you have to move. I've been fishing the tide back to pretty much where we started, so you can see there's the steps down to the beach up there. So yeah, that's about all. So unfortunately didn't catch much this time. That's the name of the game though, isn't it? But it's getting out, enjoying our surroundings and making the most of what we got. So anyway, until next time, catch you later.